What is up, everybody? It is Moto Boys 2002 here today, and I'm here with Nemo. Can you tell the people what you do?
I pretty much just do cinematography and filming right now, whether that be like short films, music videos, just anything in that. Even if you just want like pictures for your car, just anything.
All right, man. How'd you get into that field? How'd you get into that?
I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of felt like at first all I wanted to do was music. Like that was my go-to. I never once was interested in the camera or nothing. But by the time I went to like high school, like I forget exactly what the situation was, but it required me to pick up a camera and film my friend. And like something happened in the moment where I was like, man, do I even want to do music? Like this seems cool. This seems like something I genuinely want to do. So from there, I was like, maybe I should just try like filming something I really want to. You know what I mean? Not just like filming like some dumb happening or anything like that, and it's just like something random, but like try and like really make something out of it. And then I the first time I ever looked at like a finished product, I was like, man, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, definitely, man. What's your long-term plan with this goal?
Honestly, my long-term plan is just to have a platform where I feel like I can help others in a way. And I know that's a cliche answer, like everyone's like, oh, I want to help others, things like that. But at the same time, I kind of feel like it's like, I don't want to be just someone who gets their paycheck and leaves. I kind of want to be like, not a therapist in a way, but when someone sees the type of films I create and etc., it can heal something inside of them too. Because I feel like a lot of people go through life and instead of like talking it out how we're doing, they keep it huddled inside. So it's like whatever they see on social media is what's going to feed them. So as long as I can be able to bring, like a positive outlook onto things and just try and heal as many people as I can and in any sort of way that I can, and that's what they're being fed. They're not being fed any negativity with what's already crushing them in life. Then that's my goal. My goal is just to be that little nudge in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely, man. Through your work and through your films, what mission and values do you want to portray to the people and out into the world?
Missions and values. I guess in terms of values, I definitely want to push just the feeling of not only being loved, but loved in all sort of the sense of the word. A lot of people think of love, they just think of a romantic sense. But in a certain way, love can be stretched out in so many different ways. That's like, it can go from family to friendship to simply just giving a smile and wave to a stranger, and etc. And it's like, in filming, you can really express that. Love is really seen in a visual sense, just as much as it's seen in like through music or etc. It can be expressed in many different ways. And the way I found that it impacted me the most was in the visual sense. So my biggest mission is just that, I can express it in visual form the best I can, and just that's kind of it there.
Yeah, man, I love that. I know I had just met this dude literally at the bus station, and I had overheard him talking a little about mindset and this whole about love. Where did you first come upon this like kind of mindset? Did you always have this mindset? Did somebody introduce it to you? How did you come upon it?
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's kind of like learned through life in a certain way, in a gradual way. I grew up with a lot of hate and everything, and it's not to my own self, but having that being experienced to me. And sometimes when you have that experience, and when your family members are going through tough times, and there's so much chaos in the household, etc., all you get is hate. So it's like you want what you don't have a lot of. So when you don't have a lot of love in the household, that's what you want to seek out. So I started being more and more interested in what this is, what this means, etc. And the more I searched for it, the more I just realized that a lot of people say it's easy to hate and it's not easy to love. But I think the opposite. It's so much easier to love. It's like what I was talking about at the bus stop earlier is when you nurture, it's sort of like in all religions. It's from Buddhism to Christianity to Muslim religion, everything. I've learned that a lot of people nurture their soul from taking care of themselves and loving themselves or loving other people around them. So I realized it's so much easier to love, to live in love rather than it is to live in hate. When you hate, it's just universally known that you just destroy yourself from the inside out. So yeah, I guess it's just sort of like just gradually learn through life, and it's something that I want to try and express more and more.
No, definitely. I think a lot of people could definitely learn from that message and take a lot from that, because I don't want to say there's a lot of hate in the world, but at the same time there's a lot of negativity going on. I think a lot of people need this kind of peace of mind and just to have their eyes open to this perspective. And I think that's great, especially what you're doing with your film, because you can open people's eyes to that. Can you tell the people anything else about mindset, anything that you might have learned over the past couple of years, just like growing up in life?
Well, to be honest, I could tell a lot of things, but I have a lot of projects and everything. So, and I could tell everybody in word form and everything, but I feel like it can be best expressed through my own art form. You know, it's kind of like how somebody who makes music would be able to say things, but they wouldn't be able to translate it as well as they would in song. You know, so I feel like as far as that goes, for my projects and for what I want to do, I'd be able to explain it and express it the best within like a film or things like that. But yeah, no, I guess that's the best way I can explain it there.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Let's go back to music. So, are you still gonna pursue anything within music, making music, or are you locked in on film at the moment?
You know, at the moment, I really do feel locked in film, but I mean, man, I had such a love for music in the past that there's got to be some moment in my life that I want to, you know, go explore it again. I was even thinking of that, like just last week. I was thinking, you know, I know I love filming and everything, but maybe I could try like music just as like a offset one little thing, you know. And yeah, no, I think I'm locked in on film right now. But if I ever got a chance to do music, man, I would jump at the chance because music is great too. I love music.
Awesome, man. As a creative individual, what type of people are you looking to collaborate, if any?
Honestly, like of course with podcasters and everything. I like when I had met this guy at the bus stop, it was literally like immediate connection, immediate click. And when I meet people like that, no matter what form of art you do, whether it's like podcasting, whether it's music, whether it's filming, whether it's painting, etc. If you have that click and you have that spark and connection, that's what I love. That's where it's like, man, I want to connect with this person. So honestly, in terms, if I were to speak in like a businessman term, it would be like filmers and etc. Or like, you know, like music artists, so I can do music videos. But if I were to talk on more of like a human sense and more of just like what I really want is just people like you and etc. Where you can have that spark and that connection and you can just, you know, you can just feel it, you know?
Definitely, man. I think it's definitely something you kind of come upon, but you gotta look for it. And I get this from a lot of individuals that is somewhat harder to find that these days. And you're where do you think you can find that, in your opinion?
Man, I'm being completely honest, I'm still trying to figure that out. It's like, so every now and then, you know, you'll meet people, but it's like 1 in 100, you know? It's like, every now and then you'll meet people that, no judging, but they just don't have the certain lifestyle that you search for. They're living their life in their own sort of way. But it's certain things that, you know, that I don't want to be a part of or want to be around and everything. And it's, those are like the 99 people you meet. But then you meet that one that's just amazing, but I don't know, man. It's just like rather than meeting you and this other person that I met like a month ago, really like not much, man. I had no idea where to search. I'm still on my journey with that.
Yeah, nah, for real though. Do you feel like you could ever open up people to this type of mindset, type of thinking, type of drive, or do they just kind of have to have it?
I definitely think that it's not something that you exactly have to have because with a mindset and drive, like again, putting my own experiences in it, it's like I'm a very lazy person. Even though it's like I talk a lot about, you know, the things I want to do and everything, and I would love to do these things, but at my core, I'm also pretty lazy. You know, I go skating and I just do nothing sometimes, and it's like that's definitely not good. But it's like the mindset when you have these things, it'll grow over time. It's sort of like a skill. Some people they say like, man, this person has great talent, but they don't see like the 1,000 shots they miss per se. You know what I mean? They only see those few that they make and everything. So yeah, no, I definitely think that it's something that you just have to keep on working with. It's a skill, you know.
Yeah, definitely it is. It's something that you kind of have to want in a way.
Yeah.
So when it comes to you being a creator, a filmmaker, what you're doing now, do you look at this in the sense of like being a businessman, or are you just trying to create?
To be honest, in my own soul, I just want to create. That's all I really want to do. And it's unfortunately a lot of what I have to think of when it comes to marketing and etc. to try and bring myself to a platform where I could reach as many people as possible. There are certain times where you have to think like a businessman, but I hate doing that stuff, man. It's just like, it makes it feel demoralizing in a certain way. You know, it's like, because the original reason why everyone does this is to create art. It's never, or usually never, it's about money or etc. They do it because it's something in their soul. It's something that they're calling out to, you know, and that's the reason that they do these things. And their calling could be a million different things, but they all do it just because of that calling. But yeah, no, unfortunately, there are certain times where you kind of have to think like a businessman. You gotta, you know, market and do things like that. So yeah, no, I'll definitely say it's more human than it is businessman, but there are times.
Yeah, definitely, man. Is there anybody you'd like to shout out that has maybe inspired you, helped you along your journey?
There's definitely one person. This is the guy that literally, he's helped me so much. I can't even tell you how much he's helped me. He currently lives in Los Angeles, California right now. But I met him in high school over here in El Dorado High School, and his name is 582 Hertz. He goes by a million different names. You'll find him on a million different platforms with so many different names. But if you really want to find him, 582 Hertz. That's 582 HURTZ. And you know, on Spotify, for a long time he went by the name To the Lone Star. But yeah, no, just if you want to find him, 582 Hertz. That's someone who's not only a great artist, but just a great person in general. He's an amazing human being, amazing soul.
Awesome, man. If anybody wants, y'all go tap in with him. If anybody wants to collaborate with you or just reach out, where can they find you at on socials?
If you do want to find me on socials, for Instagram, it would be Nemosin. That's spelled like Nemosyn, and then 3 E's at the end. I tried to get 1 E, someone already took the name, so you know. But yeah, no, it'll be the same thing on all other platforms, from TikTok to, you know, YouTube, Instagram, pretty much everything. I got the same name, so yeah.
All right, man. Y'all heard him. Go tap in with him. Anybody, you got a message for the youth or anybody coming up that you'd like to give them?
If I can give you one message, I know this sounds super cliche, but genuinely just follow what you feel is the calling. There will be a million people that will probably tell you like, man, think about this and think about this and think about this, and they give up all these random other kind of timelines that, oh, you're gonna fail here and you're gonna fail here and you're gonna fail here. But I tell you right now, the pain of regret of never trying in the first place will hurt you way worse than even failing. So whether you're gonna fail or not, I don't know if I'm gonna succeed at this. Whether you're going to fail or not, please try, please go. Doesn't matter. Just go. Just go.
Definitely tap in with him. Take that advice, and whoever you are, wherever you are, and whatever you're doing, I'm rooting for y'all. We're rooting for you, and just keep doing that shit. And go explore, y'all.
I'll see y'all later.
Go, 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 go. It's time to get the fuck up out here, yeah, I'm ready. Can you pull up with the whip already? If I got